Namo Siddhaswarupananda, Paramahamsa Namine, Gora Karuna Swarupaya, Radha Krishna Prastayate.
Namo Siddhaswarupananda, Paramahamsa Namine, Gora Karuna Swarupaya, Radha Krishna Prastayate.
Namo Siddhaswarupananda, Paramahamsa Namine, Gora Karuna Swarupaya, Radha Krishna Prastayate.
Namo Siddhaswarupananda,
Jai Gurudev, Jai Srila Prabhupada.
Gora Karuna Swarupaya, Radha Krishna Prastayate.
Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Radha Krishna Nayanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Radha Krishna Nayanya.
Shri Krishna Chaitanya,
Goranga, 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 Haribo Goranga.
Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Radha Krishna Nayanya.
Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Radha Krishna Nayanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Radha Krishna Nayanya.
Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Radha Krishna Nayanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Radha Krishna Nayanya.
Bhagwan Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Garadhara, Shri Vasudeva Bhatta Vrinda.
Bhagwan Shri Krishna Chaitanya,
Goranga, Goranga, Haribol, Goranga, Goranga.
Shri Advaita Gadadhara, Shri Vasudeva Bhatta Vrinda.
Gopala Govinda Rama, Madana Mohana. Gopala Govinda Rama, Madana Mohana. Everybody sing loud. Haribol, Goranga, Goranga. Gopala Govinda Rama, Madana Mohana. Gopala Govinda Rama, Madana Mohana. Haribol, Haribol. Gopala Govinda Rama, Madana Mohana. 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 Haribol, Haribol, Haribol. Gopala Govinda Rama, Madana Mohana. Gopala Govinda Rama, Madana Mohana. Jai Gurudev, Haribol, Haribol, Goranga. Gopala Govinda Rama, Madana Mohana. Gopala Govinda Rama, Madana Mohana. Haribol, Haribol. Gopala Govinda Rama. Madana Mohana. 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 Madana Mohana. Gopala Govinda Rama. Madana Mohana. Haribol. Jaya Jaya Gurudev. Jaya Jaya Gauranga. Jaya Jaya Gurudev. Jaya Jaya Gauranga. Haribol. Haribol, Haribol, Haribol. Jaya Jaya Srila Prabhupada. Jaya Jaya Gurudev. Jaya Jaya Srila Prabhupada. Jaya Jaya Gurudev. Haribol, Haribol Gurudev. Jai Jai Gurudev. Jaya Jaya Siddhaswarupananda Paramahamsa. Jaya Jaya Siddhaswarupananda Paramahamsa. Haribol. Namo Siddhaswarupananda Paramahamsa Naminai Gora Karuna Swarupaya Radha Krishna Prestayate.
Namo Siddhaswarupananda Paramahamsa Naminai Gora Karuna Swarupaya Radha Krishna Prestayate.
Haribol, Haribol.
Haribol Namaste. Good morning, everyone. Namo Siddhaswarupananda Paramahamsa Namine Gora Karuna Swarupaya Radha Krishna Prasad Bhaja Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Garadha Shri Basadi Gaur Bhakta Vrindam. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Haribol Namaste. Okay. All right. Thank you very much. Haribol. So, ngayong umaga, it will be an enlightening, experience for us by hearing Advaita Acharya and Lord Krsna para makita natin yung sitwasyon natin. Okay? So, yung living entity tayo, marginal. Okay? Life, awareness. Ngayon, nandito tayo sa mundo na to, parang ang nangyari sa atin, natabunan tayo ng material energy. By the mere fact, yung katawan natin, okay? Our body is made out of matter. Kung titignan, made of chemicals. Pero sa Shastra, nakalagay, earth, gross, water. Di ba? 80% ng body natin is water. Okay? 80%. Earth, gross, matter, earth, water, fire, ether, air. Okay? The mind, the intelligence, and the false ego, the living entity, you, falsely identifying yourself as the body. So pag nalagay tayo sa ganung sitwasyon, dahil marginal tayo, we're not all powerful, nandito tayo sa mundo na madilim. Para bulag ka ba? Okay, natabunan tayo. So, ngayon, si Advaita Acharya, nakita niya na yung mga living entity who are eternally the loving child, the loving servant of Lord Krishna, playmates of Lord Krishna, okay, are here now separated from Him. Hiwalay tayo sa mundo ng Supreme Person, sa transcendental world. At nakita niya ang dahilan. Ang dahilan because we have become so engrossed. Ibig sabihin ng so much engrossed, we identify with the body, we're covered by this material energy. And material energy, although inferior, but we cannot surmount it. Hindi natin kaya. Kasi yung three modes ng material nature, they're insurmountable. Yun yung nagdadala sa atin. So ngayon, pag nasa mundo tayo na to, kung ang guidance natin ay hindi ang Lord within the heart, hindi ang guidance ng spiritual master at ni Lord Krishna, will be in darkness. Ano yung darkness na yon? We will be so much engrossed in this material world. At yun yung effect sa atin, we become hard. Okay. We lose our intelligence and we waste our time searching and endeavoring to find happiness in an energy that is different from us, dead matter. Kaya makikita nyo, na-engross lahat. Kaya babasahin ko to kasi it will give us enlightenment. Kasi pag nakinig tayo sa turo ng spiritual master, ng scripture, ng spiritual master, it is a connection between God and tayo. Kasi the knowledge coming down. So, pag narinig nyo yung turo, it will clarify. Makikita nyo, para bang nasa gitna ka ganito, okay? Nasa loob ka ng isang madilim na madilim, di mo nakikita yung ginagawa mo. Pero binuksan yung pinto, may liwanag. Ngayon, nasa gitna ka ng pinto na may liwanag at kadiliman. So pag lumabas ka doon, makikita mo, uy, ito pala yung mundo. Hindi pala yung hinahanap ko rito. Okay. So ngayon, babasahin ko yung binabasa natin, yung devotee. Ano yung devotee? It is someone who has so much love for Lord Krishna and compassion for us. Maluluyon ba? They are very compassionate upon us. Okay, they're very tolerant, they bless us, and they come here to help us. Okay? So ang gagawin natin, pag nalagay ka sa liwanag, nakita mo kung sino ka because that wisdom has been taught to us. Tinuro sa atin ang difference between matter and life. So definitely and absolutely, alam mo na pag dito mo hahanapin yung kaligayahan mo, a different energy, hindi ka magkakaroon ng fulfillment. At yung mundo na to ay cause ng suffering. So, bakit tayo napipilitan gawin yung mga bagay na alam natin hindi makakabuti sa atin? Okay? So ito yung binasa natin kagabi, nung ilang araw pa. Ito yung situation. Si Advaita Acharya, siya yung associate ni Lord Chaitanya. Before Lord Chaitanya came to this world, okay, all his devotees were here already to assist him in his mission, to give pleasure to Krishna. They're playing the role of ordinary people. Mother Sachi, Advaita Acharya, Haridas Thakur, they're already here. And when Lord Chaitanya came, they assisted Lord Chaitanya. Yung mundo ng mga saintly person, it's simply serving and loving God. Ngayon, dito natin makikita yung situation naman natin. Sinong pinagsisilbihan natin? Okay? Sino yung sentro ng buhay natin? Kaya doon natin makikita na we become aloof. Aloof ba? Yung malayo tayo kung hindi tayo in harmony or kaaya-aya yung buhay natin sa pleasure ng Supreme Person. Ibig sabihin nun, hindi tayo in harmony with our true transcendental nature as eternally the loving servant of God. Kaya nandito nga tayo eh. We have a will of our own. Meron kayong will ninyo kung anong gusto nyong gawin. Pero ang katunayan nun, yung will of your own, it is guided by material contamination. Yung mind. Okay? False bodily identification. You think you're a woman, you're a man. Kaya natural, pag nasa katawan mo ka babae, ang attraction mo sa opposite sex. Kasi yun ang arrangement ng Mother Nature para magkaroon ng progeny. Alam niyo yung progeny? Para magkaroon ng population. In-arrange ni Lord Brahma, ang engineer ng universe, hindi kagaya ng factory dyan na pag gumagawa ng kotse, kailangan may factory talaga. May factory talaga na may planta, may nag-assemble. Hindi ganon. Yung supreme engineer ng material universe, si Lord Brahma, through material arranged Mother Nature, na-arrange na yung living entity who are so engrossed and they are trying to be here and perpetuate and follow yung material desires nila, their own will. Kaya nalalagay sila sa sitwasyon na nasa katawan. Okay? Ngayon, kung nasa katawan ka ng babae, nasa katawan ka ng lalaki, it's natural na may attraction dahil sa mode of passion. Dahil pag nagkaroon ng attraction, they marry, there is progeny, production ng spirit soul, ng body ng spirit soul. So hindi na si Lord Brahma magtatayo ng factory. It's nature's arrangement. Kaya yung mode of passion influence yung person who is so much engrossed. Okay? Kaya lang, kung wala ka na intelligence, hindi mo na alam kung saan yung hahanapin yung kaligayahan, ang nag-guide sa iyong isipan, then mas malaking problema. Kasi mapuprostrate ka at you'll be lost. Kasi magkakaroon ka ng sobrang galit sa puso mo, titigas yung puso mo, you'll become hard-hearted, you become so cold, and your life is simply yourself. Kung saan mo hanapin yung happiness, and not only that, ang nangyari, you struggle so hard to be secured. Okay? To be secured. To get something that belongs to God. So you can be the dominator. To dominate it. To have dominion ba? To have control. Okay? Ganon si Maya Kagaya ng limbawa, pakita ko sa inyo nasa katawan ka ng babae, okay? Attracted ka sa opposite sex, okay? Ngayon, kung attracted ka sa opposite sex, kasi ganon yung form na yon, yung passion, automatic. You want to have dominion over that form. Okay? Kasi nag-identify ka na ikaw yung katawan eh. In the process na sinubukan mo, you try to dominate that form, you become enslaved. Akala mo dominator ka, you become enslaved by a force. Matinding pagnanasa. And you'll be driven by the horses, your senses. Doon mo hanapin yung kaligayahan. Doon mo hanapin yung yakap. Kaya akala mo, sobrang puso natin, it's so empty, we are empty-hearted, it's very cold and hard. Akala natin, pag niyakap natin yung malamig din, makakaroon ng init. Pero iba yung init na nangyayari. It is the mode of passion, and you burn with desire. Yung desire, ang dami nun. And you're motivated now by lust. Ano yung lust? Force. You're so much in anger, with wrath, anger, you lose your intelligence. Hindi mo na alam na wala palang happiness nun. Kaya ang effect, yan ang nangyayari ngayon. Sinful activities, illicit affair, intoxication, meat eating, okay? Gambling. Bakit yun ang restriction na binibigay sa atin? Kasi it will draw the mind away from focus sa relationship natin sa Supreme Person. You'll be driven. Masi ayaw mo. Kaya si Adwaita, nakita niya, sabi niya, everyone was engaged in material enjoyment, whether sinfully or virtuously. No one was interested in the transcendental service of the Lord, which can give total relief from repetition of birth and death. So nakita ni Adwaita Acharya, si Adwaita Acharya, siya yung spiritual master, isa sa instructing spiritual master natin, non-different din sa spiritual master natin. Okay? Yung devotee, they have so much compassion. They care for us. Kaya, ginawa niya to fulfill yung desire ng Supreme Person and to give happiness to Lord Chaitanya, to Lord Krsna. He offered worship. So Lord Chaitanya will come, Krishna will come. But they're already here in this planet to assist Lord Chaitanya, to help us, to protect us. Kasi yung mundo na yon, it's completely different from this material contamination. Walang lust dun. It's all about love. Yung love na akala natin is not really love. It's a perverted reflection of love. Because yung love na yon, it's about consuming. Okay? Consuming. Para kang, alam mo yung vacuum cleaner? Okay? Akala mo, binabacuum mo through your senses para magkaroon ka ng ng happiness, hindi mo alam, ikaw pala yung binabacuum. Sinusuyop. Wala kang control, okay? Alam niyo yung ipo-ipo. Ha? Alam niyo yung ipo-ipo? Alam niyo yung quicksand. Okay? Yung quicksand. Pag nahulog ka sa quicksand, hindi ka palalim ng yun yung mga na pag-aralan niyo yung mga sinkhole. Nahulog ka doon, struggle ka, lulubog at lulubog ka. Pero akala mo, dominator ka. Okay? Nakokontrol ka. Hindi mo alam, ikaw yung gisuyop. Akala mo, ikaw yung musuyop through the senses. Pero anong nangyari, ikaw pala yung hinila at natabunan ka. So yun yung mundo rito. Kasi yung mundo na to, may mga energy na very powerful. Yung three modes of material nature. Yung mode of passion. Okay. And tinanong ni Arjuna, my dear Lord, what is it that propels a man to do something as if by force and he cannot resist it? Bakit? Okay? It is last only Arjun, born out of wrath, anger. Okay? Pag galit ka na, because you're frustrated, you lose your intelligence. Hindi ka pwedeng umupo rito, makinig. Lahat sa'yo, resistance. Kasi matigas yung puso mo and you don't know how to relate with sweet Lord Krishna. Okay? Wala ka ng gentleness. Kaya lahat ng gabay na binibigay sa'yo ng spiritual master, yung process na ginagawa natin dito, babalik ta rin lang natin yung ginagawa natin na nakikita natin itong mundo na to as we see this world as the field for this field of activity, itong katawan natin, to consume, may iba, makikita natin, uy, may paraan pala para hindi tayo ma-entangle, hindi tayo makulong sa kadiliman. Yun yung science ng devotional service. Pag sinabi mo science, it is the wisdom, a process na may effect. A certain activity leads to a certain consciousness. For example, nakikita mo sa advertisement, okay? Oy, Sabado nights, di ba? Yun ang laging matagal dati, di ba? Sabado night, trabaho the whole week. And then pagdating ng Sabado, inuman, sayawan, okay? Ganun yung effect. Pero hindi mo alam, may reaction din yun. Kaya yung mga sa Sabado nights, pag uwi nila, lasing sila, dinala sila, and they, yung kasama nila, empty rin, ang tingin sa kanila as an object to consume. So pag uwi nila, after a month, mabigla yung girl, uy, how come I'm pregnant? Okay? Intindihan nyo? Kasi sa activities na ginawa mo. You're in ignorance, you're covered. Okay? Yung mga iba naman, they take drugs. Okay? Iba rin yung effect sa consciousness nila. Kaya yung mundo nila, naghanap sila ng shelter, pero ang shelter nila yung, halimbawa, bato, shabu. Una dati, ang shelter ng mga tao is opium, heroin. Shoot sila ng heroin para silang lumulutang. Pero ang effect nun ay, pag nag-shoot ka ng heroin, susuka ka eh. Pag suka mo, tapos lahat, okay? Parang yung mga tao sa Hong Kong, yung mga taong wala nang talagang purpose sa buhay, magbayad ka lang, may lugar doon eh. Yung opium din, lahat ng tao doon, sumisip-sip lang ng opium. Alam niyo yung opium? Yung poppy ba? Yun yung raw na heroin. Sinusunog yun. Kaya sila kumakain. Kaya makita nyo, pasok kayo doon, ang papayat nila, may TB lahat, hanggang mamatay. Nakalimutan na nila yung suffering nila, which is, katunayan, talagang nagsasuffer sila. Naging numb ka na ba? Yung spirit soul tayo, we're all gentle by nature, kind, compassionate, okay? Maalalahanin. But when you are so much engrossed and bilas, matigas yung puso mo, wala kang awa. You're very cruel, okay? Wala kang pagmamahal sa kapwa, sa spirit soul. If you're not with wisdom, but if you're with wisdom like transcendental wisdom about kagaya ng spiritual master, he sees yung compassion kasi, hindi lang tinitake care natin yung cage. Halimbawa, description, may cage, di ba? May bird. Yung akala natin na compassion, lilinisin natin yung cage. Pero hindi mo ina-address yung need ng soul, ikaw, tayo. Ano yung need natin? Lahat tayo na nandito. Ano yung need talaga nyo? Naghanap kayo ng masasandalan, ibigay yung puso nyo, yung pag-ibig nyo. Okay? Kaya nga, kung ang sasandalan natin ay based upon material contamination, kaibigan natin, dahil nasa katawan siya na yan, o mahal natin, then after a while, that person leaves. We experience sadness. We cry. Kasi it's very painful to be separated when your heart is connected with someone at iniwan ka. Tindihan niya. Kaya nga, makikita nyo, ang experience, kung ang ganun yung activity sa mode of passion, halimbawa yung person, nag-asawa siya, kaya sa Amerika ganun eh, okay? Hindi lang sa Amerika, mas dito naging, kasi we follow yung Western culture na ngayon eh. Ang nangyari, what we do, mag-marry sila. Then, pero usually hindi ganun eh. Alam mo? Naging, let's try muna, live-in tayo. Sama tayo, okay? Sama tayo, wala munang contract. Walang contract, okay? Let's just enjoy and see kung masaya tayo magkasama. Okay? Maggamitan tayo para mas madali sabihin. Gamitin kita, gamitin mo ako. Okay? I'll scratch your back, you scratch my back. Okay? Then after a while, you become attached. Okay? Pero walang kaligayahan, wala rin siyang kaligayahan, at she leaves. Okay? Pag alis niya, na-attach ka na sa kanya. Ano nangyari? She took your heart. Okay? Yung pag-ibig mo na inalay mo. Okay? So, you're heartbroken. Empty-hearted. Okay? Nakaupo ka, pero you're hollow within. Kasi yung focus mo, yung meditation mo, yung love mo, na misuse mo, you gave it and offered it to someone. And that person just, para bang dinura lang, sinuka, way lami. Di ka makahatag sa ako kalipay. Umalis, okay? Nandun ka, dahil nakapokus ka, hindi ka makaalis. Kasi alam mo bakit? Your meditation, your focus is upon yung experience mo na kasama yung person. Para kang insect ba, na dikit sa spider web, hindi mo maaalis. Ba't hindi ko siya makalimutan, okay? Kaya makikita nyo sa bar, di ba, mag-isa lang yung person, umiinom, pupunta. Yung mga, makita nyo, di ba, naging natural sa ibang country, mas dito, ganun na rin eh. Pupunta ka sa bar, problemado ka, labayan ka kaagad. What do you want? Whiskey, okay? Whiskey with no ice, okay? Kasi para talagang pag-inom mo, alcohol talaga, ma-feel mo yung pait, yung anghang, para maibsan yung sakit mo sa puso, para magkaroon ng init yung puso mo. Pero habang inaano mo, kinakausap ka ng bartender, the bartender talks to you, what happened, you know? At nire-reveal mo yung nangyari sa'yo, napakasakit, iniwan niya ako, wala akong, okay? Kasi yung love, she took it away. Kasi yun ang ginawa mo, naging focus mo yung perverted relationship, okay? Ngayon, halimbawa, ilagay natin, nagkaroon kayo contract, okay? After scratching one another for 10 years, okay? Biglang bumili ka ng ring. Sabi mo, will you marry me? Okay, contract, okay? Here comes the bride with, pagdating, di ba? Then after a while, nabigla ka, why? Wow. Siya ganun din. Sa una talagang, kasi material life is like this. In the beginning, it's very sweet. Okay? Honey, labi-dabi, sweetie pie. Di ba? Pagtagal, hindi na ganon. Hoy, bruha! Tantanan mo ako. Di ba? Baba mo. Kumuto na ako yung baba. Okay? Ganon din. Sino ka? Okay? Uwi ka lang, lasing pa. Tapos, naghihintay na gusto mo pagsilbihan ka? Wala nga tayong pagkain, wala tayong bigas. Labayan ka, plato sa asawa niyo mo ba? Apasong kasundang ba? Okay? In the beginning, it's happening, okay? Kaya, divorce. Bugbugan. Una, yakapan. Pero pagtagal, yung babae may black eye na. Okay? Yung lalaki, puro kalmot. Okay? They go to the lawyer, okay? Sasabihin nila, let's separate. Okay? Yung dating matamis, iba na? Mapait na ba? Maanghang pa? Lason na ba? So sa description sa material life, in the beginning, it's very sweet. After a while, it becomes distasteful and bitter. Kaya yung relationship, bitter na. Kasi, ang nangyari, you're trying to find happiness, fulfillment from that person. And that person is not God. Ganon din siya, okay? And you cheat one another. If you are ignorant, you play the Lord of surrogate God. I'll protect you, okay? I'll provide everything you need. Yung babae naman, okay, I'll give you everything you want. Just provide me with a house, a car, okay? Let's travel around the world, okay? Jewelries, okay? They play as they're self-sufficient. Ganon yung attraction ni Maya eh. And we are influenced by the modes according sa degree rin. Pwedeng ultimo ta, pero ang consciousness natin, we try to portray how we can manipulate others, okay? How do the girls manipulate the boys, okay? Paano? Bibili ng pabango, okay? Tapos, you pass by, pag maamoy mo. Paglingon mo, nandun, mukhang kawawa, okay? Tapos, mukhang matutumba sa harap mo, kaya sasaluhin mo, okay? Pero nagtutumba-tumbahan lang yon, okay? Ikaw naman, through association, through contemplation, hindi na contemplation kasi you begin to hear the voice, you begin to touch one another, you begin to reveal your mind, and you become one. Kasi yung trust nyo, open eh. Yun ang marriage. In marriage, two becomes one. Kasi yung husband and wife, yung husband and wife, what happened is that yung una, the male woo the girl, okay? Okay. And then they become very close, they reveal one another, they see one another one's imperfection, and they said, okay, let's just make it right by improving our relationship, okay? They struggle, they work very hard, and especially if they have children, they try to build a environment sa buhay nila na amiable, okay? Yung household life, okay? Yung sinasabi ko sa inyo, yung experience na yun, it's relative, but almost everybody experiences that, okay? So what will happen is that when yun nangyari, nag-marry, nag-divorce, kaya nandun sa bar, umiinom. Okay? Nakaupo, kung bibili ng isang bote ng long neck ba? Kung sa Philippines, long neck. At habang kumakanta sino ba yun? Ano yung kanta ng ni Imelda Papin? Okay? Oh, mga bigong pag-ibig na naudlot, na untol, at ayaw mong kalimutan. Okay? Napakasakit. Pero, tinitikman mo parate. Okay? Sumama na siya sa iba, pero siya pa rin, naghihintay ka pa rin. Someday, somewhere, habang nagsasuffer ka, you begin to, enjoy, experience yung pain. Okay? You become a sadomasochist. You love the pain. Kaya nandun ka, umuupo, at may tugtog, lonely table, just for one. Okay? At nandun ka, nakikinig ka habang may nagdadance, umiinom ka. Nire-relish mo yung relationship mo. At iniwan ka, pero yung puso mo, kinuha niya. Dahil nakapokus ka sa kanya. And it did not happen overnight. Hindi overnight na nag-happen lang na yung puso mo, wala na palang laman. Yung pag-ibig mo, dahil tinapon mo eh. Wala nang laman, okay? Empty-hearted ka na. It took some time. Hindi overnight na nakasakay ka sa bus, nakita mo niya, uy, will you marry me? Hindi ganun. Nagsimula yun sa laro ba? You play with one another ba? Through the senses. You contemplate, sense perception. You become attached. Pag na-attach ka na, para kang spider, parang yung langaw, lilipad, uy, dumikit sa spider web, hindi na makalis. Okay? At yung puso mo, yung pag-ibig mo, you the person, awareness, yung awareness mo, yung pag-ibig mo, nakapokus doon, tinapon mo sa person na yun. Okay? Kaya you suffer. So, yun yung mga practical. Kasi ayaw ko mag-speak sa masyado dito na yung mga masyadong malalim. Laging practical lang tayo. Simple na lang, okay? Is it clear sa inyo? Naintindihan nyo? So ngayon, si Lord Adwaita, yung pagpunta kasi ni Lord, kasi yung pina-follow kasi natin is the wisdom that is transcendental, meaning the descending method. Yung ascending method, ayun yung with our mind, with our intelligence, we try to ascend to God. Pupunta tayo sa kingdom ng God, makikipag-relate tayo according sa kagustuhan natin. Okay. Ang problema, It's beyond our comprehension. Kasi covered tayo ng material body, yung mind natin matter, yung intelligence natin matter, activity natin matter, at limited tayo, hindi natin kaya umalis dito. We need protection from God, the Supreme Protector, Govinda, Krishna. Okay? Kaya nangyari, nakita ni Adwaita at ikakategorize natin dito, ano yung devotee, ano yung hindi devotee. Ano yung saintly person, ano yung separated from God. So yung process natin, it's not about sanctimoniously telling, makasalanan kayo. Kaya naririnig niyo yun doon? Yung nasa labas, malaki ng microphone. Nagsasalita ba? Nasa tabi ng basurahan, okay? Tao dumadaan, kayong mga makasalanan, magsisi na kayo. Okay? Araw-araw, okay? Ito yung dapat nyong gawin, okay? Hindi ganun. Sa atin, I study the wisdom, the knowledge of the difference between nescience and science. Nescience, material energy, darkness, okay? Itong ignorance. And yung transcendental science, about awareness, about you, the person, a different energy from matter. Kaya yung formula, madali lang. Kung ang gabay natin ay ang isipan natin at ang paghahanap natin ng kaligayahan ay nakapokus sa material world, then we will not succeed. Okay? Ito yung magiging effect sa atin. Babasahin ko to para malaman natin. Para bang yung experiment, ano ba yung experiment? Halimbawa, ganito lang para madali. Kasi nagluluto kami ng matamis na saging. Okay? Paglalagay mo ng brown sugar, yung saging puti, brown. Hindi man kaya, lagyan namin ng food coloring na yellow. Kaya yung saging, pagtingin nyo, kulay yellow. Okay? Okay to Okay. Hindi itim, hindi brown. Okay? So yun yung effect. Okay? O kaya ganito, yung sapa ba, yung tubig, nandyan, okay? Nanonood ka. Nakikita mo isda. Okay? Pero may mga putik. Kaya huhuli mo isda, pagtapak mo sa putik, yung putik kakalat. Hindi mo na alam kung saan yung isda. Intindihan niya? Kasi hindi naman siguro ganun mahirap intindihan. Okay? So ngayon, yung living entity, tayo, awareness, life, ano yung different categories ng influence sa atin? Yung materialistic individual, engross ba? Identifying with the gross body. At isa naman, although in the body, ano siya? Devotee. He understands his true identity, yung awareness niya, at yung focus niya ay lahat connected in serving God. O, ito yun, babasahin ko Those whose nature is demoniac cannot know Krishna at any time, but he cannot hide himself from his pure devotees. So, ang makakakita lang kay Lord Krishna is someone who is a pure loving servant. Okay? Naalala niyo sa Bible, sino yun? Si Balaam, yung naglalakad siya, yung isang individual, si Chaitanya, naglalakad siya, tapos huminto yung donkey. Dahil may saintly person sa harap Okay? Itong person na to, nagalit, ba't ka huminto? Huminto yung donkey kasi nakita niya yung angel, okay? Pero yung pangalan ng person na yun, hindi niya nakita yung angel. Bakit? Ibig sabihin, mas nakakakita pa yung donkey kaysa sa kanya. Okay? Ngayon, nangyari rin to dito sa material world, yung para ba? Yung spiritual master natin, grandfather spiritual master natin, si Bhaktivedanta Swami, in instruction ng spiritual master niya to go to the Western world, to bring the holy names, to pass on and continue the mission of Lord Chaitanya. Alam nyo, pumunta siya sa Amerika. Pagdating niya, when he came to America, sa Boston, he traveled, at the later age niya, 66. Tapos, sa boat, yung boat dati, cargo boat, he has to travel almost a month. Noon, nagluluto siya ron. Na-stroke pa siya. How many times? His body is very frail, very old. Okay? So, he went to America kasi when he was in his younger years, ang spiritual master niya, asked him, si Bhaktivedanta Swami, spiritual master ni Srila Prabhupada, sabi sa kanya, please translate the Vedas into English So the Western people can read and have access with the transcendental science that is being given to us by Lord Vyasadeva, spoken by Lord Krishna as it is. Walang binago, as it is. Kasi sa Western world, lahat nagbabasa. Parang dito ba? Lahat nagbabasa ng Bible, tapos ini-interpret yung Bible. So, dahil ang mission ni Lord Chaitanya ay ang holy names, chanting ng holy names. Okay? Yun ang yajna or sacrifice. So, yun ang ginawa niya. At the age of 21, yun ang recurrent spiritual master niya. Nung dumating na siya sa age ng later age siya, mga nag-renounce na siya, not into household life, kasi malalaki na yung mga anak niya, si Bhaktivedanta Swami. So, he's translated it. At pumunta, sinulat niya lahat into manuscript, pumunta siya sa Amerika. At ang dala-dala niya lang, pumunta siya sa park, he is bringing Krsna, the holy name. So he sat down sa Boston, okay? Sa park, he chanted, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. The holy names that he received from his spiritual master, that Lord Chaitanya received from his Gurudev, Isvarapuri, is bringing it to America, Krishna. So he sat down there, and time na yon, yung culture nun, so many individuals who are so frustrated. Kasi during that time, yung America, yung mga hippie time, lahat yung mga bata, they have so much, okay? Pero frustrated sila. So, they just leave home, take drugs, nandun sila sa park, at narinig na yung holy name. At si Bhaktivedanta Swami, they invited them to study Bhagavad Gita about their identity. So, nagbibigay siya ng class. So, nagsimula siya sa park, and that bringing of Krishna to the Western world, that's why we are now listening to His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami because of our spiritual master, Srila Prabhupada. So dito natin makikita yung relationship natin with Parampara. It is an eternal relationship with Krishna. If we follow, we connect. Ibig sabihin nun, our awareness is focused upon what Lord Krishna wants. Our welfare, okay? There are two classes of men in this created world. Dalawang klase ng living entity. One consists of the demoniac, and the other is the godly. The devotees of Lord Vishnu are godly, whereas those who are just the opposites are called demons. What is a demon then, okay? A demon is someone who does not follow the rules, the laws, okay? They don't follow God. Like for example, ilagay na lang nyo sa tayo, individual, kasi mag-check nyo kung influence tayo ng demoniac nature. If you're influenced by demoniac nature, ibig sabihin nun, tayo, we are aloof from doing the will of God. For example, I'll give you one, very simple lang. Nakalagay sa scripture, sa Puranas, everything animate or inanimate, living or not non-living, belongs to God. Okay? Knowing well to whom they belong, one should use only the quota that is allotted to him. Ibig sabihin nun, Krishna is taking care of us already. You don't need to worry about how you'll survive. You will survive. Nobody will die. Okay? Kaya lang nagkaroon ng ganon because dahil sa materialistic consciousness ng individuals. Kaya nga, sa materialism, yung consciousness ng mga individuals is not godly. Okay? So, ngayon, if you understand that you don't own anything, okay? It belongs to someone. So, what you should do, return it to the person, okay? Halimbawa, naglalakad ka, nakapulot ka ng wallet, okay? Nakapulot ka ng wallet. Kita mo, usually pag nakapulot ka ng wallet, titignan kung may ID ba, wala. Kung may ID, tapos nakita mo, may 3,000. Wala naman nakakakita, di ba? Pero may pangalan, okay? Kunin mo yung 3,000, itapon yung ID. Bahala ka na dyan, okay? Walang ebidensya. Okay? Pero what happened is that you're taking something that does not belong to you. So ganun din, if hindi mo alam na lahat pala na nandito is owned by God, okay? Kung gagawin mo, you use it for your own enjoyment, then you engage in simple activities. You will be now forced by lust. Wala kang connection. Ibig sabihin nun, yung puso mo, yung buhay mo, it's a complete disconnection with disregarding Krishna's will, God's will. Kasi mayroon ng instruction You don't own anything. Kasi makikita naman, you come here with nothing, you cannot live with nothing. Bakit ka nagkaroon ng consciousness na akala mo nagmamayari ka? Okay? Kasi nga, because of materialism, because of lust, a wrong search for security and happiness in this material dimension. Kaya, it is important to be aware of our identity. Okay? That you are eternally the loving servant of God, and by nature, you are transcendental awareness, a different energy from matter. Lagi natin pinag-uusapan yun. Kasi yun ang foundation ng spiritual life, beginning. Kasi from there, you'll be in the right direction where to find happiness. And you will be guided by the laws of God, and those laws are for your protection. It is not, hindi yun yung, it's not na para bang pinahirapan ka. Kasi may karma Alam mo yung karma? A certain activity leads to a certain consciousness. Whatever you do, there will be a certain reaction. As you sow, you shall reap. Kung anong tinanim mo, yan ang ananihin mo. Yun ang aanihin mo. Yun ang matitikman mo. Okay? Kaya ginawa ni Lord Chaitanya, pumunta siya rito, and coming down as non-different, si Lord Chaitanya, living, nagportray siya as an ordinary person, chanting the holy names of God. The incarnation of God as sound, and it has the power to purify our consciousness. Dati, yung sound na naririnig natin, it's about this temporary world. Lahat ng sound. Hindi ba nyo napansin yung mga kanta? It's just chewed already. Na-remake lang ba? Paiba-iba, okay? Paiba-iba. Pero walang substance. Walang substance. Lahat nakapokus sa sarili nating kaligayahan at sa mundo na to. Kaya, hindi tayo in harmony with God. Okay? So, basahin ko kung ano yung devotee, ano yung consciousness ng person who is aware of God. Kasi yung process natin, it's not condemning anyone na, oh, we are so righteous now, you're demon, sinful kayo. No. We should be the one checking ourselves kung if we are making progress. Kasi it's our life, it's your life. Okay? The Blessed Lord said, fearlessness, purification of one's existence, cultivation of spiritual knowledge, charity, self-control, performance, sacrifice, study of the Vedas, austerity and simplicity, non-violence, truthfulness, freedom from anger, renunciation, non-attachment, okay? Tranquility, okay? Meaning you're a sage. You are the person watching what's happening. And you have no repulsion or if there's happiness, you're not elated. If there's suffering, you're not in anxiety because you are the witness and you're with vision and understanding that you are the person watching what's happening. Okay? Tranquility. Tranquil ba? Nakakita na kayo ng tubig na halimbawa sapa, yung lagoon na talagang tranquil. Okay? Pero pag magtapon ka ng buto, may mga ripples, magiging. Tapunan mo na maraming bato, magugulo, di ba? So ganun din, yung living entity, yung consciousness natin, it can only be tranquil. You be transcendental in consciousness, yung transcendental with wisdom when you're connected with the transcendental world of pure devotional service. Hindi ka touch na nangyayari. Okay? But you are in understanding that you're experiencing the pain, okay? Toothache, okay? Colds, o kaya COVID, whatsoever na yan, cancer, you know it's giving pain to you because you are the person experiencing the pain because of your connection with this body. But you know that is only temporary. Kaya nga, very important sa atin, bakit kayo mag-i-invest ng time nyo, ng shelter, security nyo, parang sa something na temporary and you're eternal. What is 100 years, okay, of trying to enjoy your senses, trying to be in the wrong direction when you're eternal? And that eternality is about a transcendental experience of experiencing this transcendental consciousness. Okay? And that consciousness is that you are not elated when there's happiness, you're not in anxiety when the mind, you experience distress, okay? You lose something, You have something, biglang pag uwi mo, uy, alam nyo, biglang dumating, sabi, halimbawa, sabihin sa'yo, okay, sabihin sa'yo, nandun siya, nasing ka das. Hindi mo ba alam? Hinahanap ka ng lolo mo, tagal-tagal na. Okay? Ano apelido mo? Ha? Ano? Tabalyeha? Okay. Si Don Tabalyeha pala, na papa ng, okay? Lolo mo sa tuhod. Okay? Hinahanap kung sino yung magmamana. Okay? Ng yaman niya, okay? Nalaman mo, mayaman na ako, okay? Delikado rin yon. Sa Cebu, may tao, may lupa siya, dyan sa Shoemart, ang sabi, bibili ng 30 million, okay? 30 million. Sa sobrang tuwa niya, inatake siya, patay siya. So yung devotee, nakikita niya yon. Pag dumating, okay, bigla na lang mamaya, may tinatago kang pera sa bahay, pag uwi mo, wala na, okay? Hindi siya disturbed, okay? He knows karma. Tapos ito, fault finding. Alam niyo fault finding? Bakit tayo nagpo-fault find? Kasi we think we're the judge, okay? Mali yan. Sama na ugali niyan, okay? Fault finding, fault finder ba? Lahat nakikita mo mali. Ikaw lang tama. Ikaw lang may tama. Okay? Hindi mo alam, ikaw lang may tama. Kasi nakita mo mali lahat eh. May tama ng fault finding. Kaya yung mind mo nandun. Freedom from covetousness. Wala kang, alam mo covetousness? Akin to. Gusto mong kunin lahat, okay? Thou shall, ano sa Ten Commandments? Thou shall not covet thy neighbor's goods. Huwag mong isipin, sina ka ba? Kailangan ko nun, okay? Mayroon pa, thou shall not covet thy neighbor's wife. Pero, anong ginagawa nila, di ba? May mga individual look, talagang, ang diti nila yung wife nila, okay? Yung body ng wife nila. So, kasi sa Vedic system, usually, very, tawag dito, simple lang yung pagdamit ng mga girls. Hindi nila talagang, they don't, initiate na para bang to attract, to allure. Alam mo yung allure? Yung individual, okay? Kaya yung mga brahmacharini, laging hindi pinapakita yung mga legs nila, okay? Hindi nga pinapakita, nakita yung mga Muslim, hindi nga pinapakita, mata lang nakikita mo na. Okay? Pero anong ginagawa ng lahat, okay? Alam mo, magtataka sila, okay, nakita nila, kailangan ma-marry ko si Miss Bikini at naging Miss Universe, okay? So paglakad nila, para appliances ba? Look what I got, di ba? Pero anxiety sila kasi lahat nakatingin sa hawak mo, okay? O ba't ka nakatingin sa asawa ko? Nirarampa mo nga pinapakita mo, look what you got, okay? Lahat ng tao nandun yung, gusto ko yun, okay? Kaya lahat nakatingin. So, dumaan ka sa stage, gagawin mo, lalakad ka, di ba? Usually, ganun yung mga, babasahin ko ngayon yung, kung ano yung demon, okay? Babasahin, dadali nila, tapos pakita nila. So, lahat ng tao nakatingin. Kay babae, kay lalaki. Wow, okay? I want to be like her, okay? Dapat, maging akin siya. Okay? Sa mind, ganun dapat ang aking happiness. Okay? Kasi nandun ka Lord, okay? Pakita. Kaya huwag kang magtaka kung lahat nakatingin. Okay? Forgiveness. Okay? Determination. Vigor. May buhay ba? Okay? May buhay ka. Vigor ba? Vitality. Okay? Yung para bang hindi ka huminto na mag-alay sa Diyos. Ibig sabihin, naging spontaneous na yung relationship mo na gusto mo siyang i-please. Okay? Cleanliness. O yung cleanliness, di ba, may sabi nila, cleanliness is next to godliness. So, ang cleanliness din, hindi lang yung, yung katawan mo. It should be cleanliness of the heart. So, ibig sabihin nun, yung activities na gagawin natin must be transcendental to purify our heart, especially the hearing and chanting. Kung ano naririnig mo, yun ang papasok sa utak mo. Okay? At kung yung narinig mong sound ay influence sa mode of passion, iba. Kaya nga, di ba narinig nyo pag dumaan yung natitinan na isda, di ba? Ano yung music, di ba? Na-attract ka, wish. Hindi mo alam, nagsasayaw ka na rin ba? Okay? Di ba? Yung sound. Ano yung sound ng tik-tok-tok na yan? Okay? Di ba? Lahat poporma, di ba? Ano yung ginagawa niya? Minsan nakikita ko biglang gaganon. Okay? Gaganon. Ipakita, look what I got. Para bang, look what I got. What do you have? Di ba? But if you're with wisdom, ano bang ginagawa nito? Ano yung pinapakita niya? Pero yung nasa material consciousness ka, tignan mo, uy, ano yung ginagawa niya? Okay? Ma-attract ka. Kaya inisip mo, siguro masaya rin gumanong ganon. Okay? So, inisip mo, uy, kung siya, ang damit niya hanggang dito, mag-bra na lang ako. Okay? Nakashow siya, mag-underwear na lang ako. Okay? Para pagsayaw ko, okay? Kayo mga bata, makikita nyo, minsan nandiyan ako, naglalakad. Dati, dito sa Kibawe, pag naglalakad, lahat gusto maging majorette. Okay? Maging mga bata, laging, di ba? Ngayon, iba na. Yan? Pakembot-kembot, okay? Dahil sa narinig nila, nakita nila. Okay? A certain activity leads to a certain consciousness. Kaya maingat tayo kung anong activities gagawin natin. At sinabi rito, ito yung activities, ito sa activity of this transcendental chanting of hearing the names of God, ito yung magiging consciousness natin. You'll be forgiving. Kasi makikita mo mas marami ka pang ginawang kasalanan. Okay? At mahirap din yon. Kasi sino ang nagsasuffer pag galit ka sa isa? O kaya inggit ka, okay? Kayabang, sige, we're short, pero dagan peklat, puti pa akong legs kaysa iya. Di ba? Pakita na ako sa sunod, mabalik ko diri para muagi ko para pakita sa iya kay mas gwapa pa ko sa iya. Okay? Ha? Yeah. Envy. Envy ba? Kaya pag envious ka, may lugdo ka. At lalo na pag galit ka. Suko kayo ka ng tawa na ba? Makita na ako na dagway na kulang na lang kumuton. If only the mind can kill and looks can kill, patay na na. Okay? Dahil sa galit mo, okay? Ngayon, sino nagsasuffer? Yung tao hindi ka nga niya kilala eh. Makita mo lang siya, galit ka na ba? Magit panahon. So, ikaw nakalugdo ng anger. When you're angry, you suffer. Okay? Hindi yung taong galit ka. Hindi yung taong kinainggitan mo. Hindi nga niya alam kung anong bakit ka galit, bakit ka inggit. Okay? So makita nyo, wow. Bakit ako nandito sa mundo na to? Bakit ako natabunan? Bakit ako nagsasuffer? Is there a way out? There is. Live a godly life. Do the will of God. Okay? These transcendental qualities of Son of Bharat belongs to godly men endowed with divine nature. By nature, we're all divine. But because we are insignificant, teeny-weeny, but the same quality as God, we become covered by this material nature when we are here. We become engrossed and diseased in a diseased condition of false bodily identification. So ito naman yung consciousness ng demon. Okay? Para makita ba natin? Kaya hindi na tayo magtataka. Makita natin, ano yung nagseseparate sa akin sa pag-ibig ko na maalay ko sa Diyos? Okay? Ano yung consciousness ko? Ano yung awareness ko? Okay? Ano yung, bakit hindi ako mapalapit? Okay? Dahil gusto ko magtagumpay. Okay? Ito yung consciousness naman ng demon. Same living entity, pero ano yung nagko-cover? Okay? Yung isa, it's about awareness of his transcendental relationship with God and activities to please God. Ito iba. Engross. Okay? Servant of the senses. Ibig sabihin, hedonist. Kaya nga yung problema natin ngayon, dahil sa materialism, mga tao naging hedonist. Alam mo yung hedonist? Enjoy the senses. At pag sobra ka ng matigas, you become a narcissist. Alam mo yung narcissist? Everything exists for your enjoyment. Wala kang pakialam kung mapatay ba yan o ano. Just to follow your senses. Kaya nga, yung mga serial killer, alam yung serial killer? Delikado na ka na ano mo, sige na lang mo sa cellphone, okay? Makita nyo, okay, nasa CR mo, pagtingin, call this number, I like to become your friend. Okay, nasa CR ka, nagwiwiwi ka, tawag ko, okay? You're looking for someone, di ba? Baka maayo na siya. Hindi mo alam, serial killer para yun, okay? Ang sabi sa'yo, okay, let's meet dito sa restaurant, okay? Kaya pagkain nyo sa restaurant, order agad ng drinks, okay? Ganun yung nangyayari, okay, ng drinks. Hindi mo alam, sinabi sa'yo, wow, kagwa. Tignan mo yan, tignan mo yan. Biglang mamaya nilagyan ng pampatulog yung iniinom mo. Okay? Biglang nahilo ka. Alam mo? These people are demons, you know? Narcissist. Kaya mangyari, ikaw, tanga-tanga ka kasi naghanap ka ng kaligayahan, napunta ka sa isang lugar at yung activities mo, you put yourself in danger, in harm's way, because you have no wisdom. And it saddens the devotee of God that you're in harm's way, you're lost. And He comes to pick you up. Pero pag hinawakan niya yung kamay mo, nalulunod ka, galit ka pa. Okay? Galit ka pa kasi you relate with the Supreme Person as the way you relate to this material world of trying to be Lord, in anger. Kaya may resistance ka. And to relate to God means to be relating with Him in pure loving service, not with hardness, because He's very gentle and very sweet. He's the source of life. Tayo na engross. Ang puso natin, covering natin, malamig, matigas. Okay? We are hard-hearted and cruel. So ito yung demon. Okay? Para makita natin ano yung consciousness niya. Okay? O son of Pirta, si Arjuna, kausap ni Lord Krishna. In this world, there are two kinds of created beings. One is called the divine, okay? The other is demoniac. I've already explained to you at length the divine qualities. Pag-aralan nyo to para makita nyo ba? Para malaman nyo kung, demonyo na yata ako na walang sungay, pero demonyo, okay? Kasi akala natin demonyo, sinong demonyo? Yung may buntot, may sungay, may dalang tusok. Hindi, Pwedeng, alam mo, nakadamit mo, tawag sa'yo, honorable, pero demonyo ka. Okay? Maraming ganun, okay? Pwedeng, kulang na lang, umupo ka, nakadamit ka na puti. Inisip mo, pastor ka, okay? At ikaw yung nakaka-interpret sa Bible. Okay? Pero pwedeng ang consciousness mo, demon. Okay? Ito yung consciousness ng demon. Those who are demoniac do not know what is to be done and what is not to be done. Okay? Neither cleanliness nor proper behavior nor truth is found in them. Okay? They say that this world is unreal and there is no foundation and there is no God in control. It is produced of sex desire and has no cause other than lust, matinding pagnanasa. Following such conclusion, the demoniac who are lost to themselves and who have no intelligence engage in unbeneficial, horrible work meant to destroy the world. Okay? Kaya makita nyo yung ginagawa nila? Puro the demoniac ba? Kaya bakit sana katuon yun? Bakit may gera? Kasi yung materialistic country na very powerful, they need raw resources. Okay? For their economics, okay? Kaya punta sila sa isang lugar, okay, kagaya ng South China Sea, okay? O kaya Afghanistan, okay? Pag nasakin na nila lahat, iwan nila. Bahala na kayo dyan. Okay? Mga tao nagpapatayan. Why are they there? Okay? Because they want to get something and at the expense of people. Okay? Following such conclusion, the demoniac who are lost to themselves and who have no intelligence engage in unbeneficial, horrible works meant to destroy the world. The demoniac taking shelter of insatiable lust, pride, false prestige, and being thus illusion are always sworn to unclean work, attracted by the impermanent. Okay? They believe that to gratify the senses unto the end of life is the prime necessity of human civilization. Naging hedonista ba? Alam niyo yung history ng Roman Empire? Di ba? Dati kinanker nila yung halos, they want to conquer the world. Kaya lang, dumating sila sa punto na ang dami nilang wealth at yung empire nila nag-crumble. Kasi wala silang ginawa, kundi gratify their senses. Meron sila doon, tawag nila bamatory. Alam mo yung sukahan ba? Kain sila, gluttony. Alam yung gluttony? Kain ka ng kain, busog na, pero kulang pa rin. Gaganon nila yung dila nila, yung tusok nila, susuka sila. Lahat ng kinain tatapon. Inom ng alak, kain na naman. Kaya meron silang bamatory. Sa atin, lavatory. Okay? O CR. Iba yung sa kanila. Iba pa yung CR nila. Iba pa rin sukahan. Habang kumakain sila, nag-enjoy, meron diyang kung saan kasusuka. Okay? Pero nangyayari rin yan sa Pilipinas, you know? Mga tao nagiinuman buong araw, di ba? Pag inuman, hindi na nga pupunta sa CR, tatayo lang sa tabi mo, sa tabi mo eh. Kasi hindi na nga makalakad. Upo na naman, tagay. Okay? Pagtagal, hindi na rin makalakad. Kailangan guyurin na. Kargahin na ng asawa, anak, ilagay sa karumata, yuli. Hindi na nila alam, ihina lang sila sa pantalon nila. At hindi lang yon. Dahil sa materialistic consciousness, nakita nyo yung mga nalulong sa internet, naglalaro ng games. Nakita nyo sa isang family, nandun na siya, hindi na siya umalis doon. Doon na rin siya umiihi, may irinola siya. At yung may asawa to, pupunta yung asawa, may dalang pagkain, kakain siya, pakita. Honey, nandito si baby, halika mo naman bago kami umuwi. Okay? Oh, teka, pause muna. I love you, baby. Okay? Uwi na yon. Hindi umalis. Nangyayari yan. Okay? Makita nyo yung influence ng materialism. Hindi mo na alam, nandun ka na lang, madilim, at ang mundo mo, yung screen. Yung mind mo, kinuha na ni Maya, nasa screen. Okay? Naglalaro ka. Sinusubukan mo maging controller. Okay? Sa pag-punch ng ito, gawa ko ng kingdom, may baril, may espada, wala makatalo. Nandun ka na. Okay? Hindi ka man God. Kaya doon ka na lang. Okay? Imagination. Okay? Pero yung avenue mo, yung computer. At nakaprogram yun na pwede mong gumawa ka ng mga imagination na kingdom na hindi rin totoo. Kasi wala naman doon eh. Pero nandun ka. Yun na nangyari sa karamihan sa mga bata nung nagkaroon ng internet cafe. Di ba? Kayo lahat. Lahat kayo nalulung din sa ganun. In different degrees. Di ba? Yung baon nyo, bahala na, di ko mukhaon, basta maka-internet lang ko. Di ba? Kaya pag malungkot kayo, asa ka internet cafe. Okay? May klase, bawal ang mga bata. Pero meron pa rin tago. Okay? Doon makikita nyo ba na, nga no, yung buhay ko pala, ang dami kong nasayang na oras. Okay? They believe that to gratify the senses unto the end of life is the prime necessity of human civilization. Drink and be merry because tomorrow you die. Okay? Mga hedonist ba? Thus, there is no end to their anxiety. Being bound by hundreds and thousands of desire, by lust and anger, they secure money by illegal means for sense gratification. Kayo, di ba, nag-internet man kayo sa maliit na bagay, okay? Nagnanakaw kayo ng pera sa nanay nyo, okay? Magtimbang kayo dyan, mga palangga na plato, ibenta sa timbangan para makapera lang kayo maka-internet. Sa maliit na ano pa yun. Pero yung mga iba, hindi ganun. They sell drugs, okay? To get money. Because money is synonymous with power, control. They are motivated by lust and anger. They secure money by illegal means of sense gratification. Ang sabi, ito yung consciousness ng demoniac. Alam mo? The demoniac person thinks, so much wealth do I have today. I will gain more according to my scheme. So much is mine now, and it will increase in the future. Okay? More and more. He is my enemy, and I have killed him. And my other enemy will also be killed. I am the Lord of everything. I am the enjoyer. I am perfect, powerful, and happy. I am the richest man, surrounded by aristocratic relatives. There is none so powerful and happy as I am. I shall perform sacrifice. I shall give some charity, and thus I shall rejoice. In this way, such persons are deluded by ignorance. Thus perplexed, confused by various anxieties and bound by a network of illusion, one becomes too strongly attached to sense enjoyment and falls down into hell. Okay? Sense enjoyment. Sa Bhagavad Gita, it said there, yung science, whatever state of consciousness one remembers at the time of death, that state he will attain. Kaya very important sa buhay natin to be aware of our true identity and our relationship with God. Kaya yung focus natin, yung awareness natin is about the transcendental relationship. So while living in this world now, we should be chanting the holy names, engaging in sa process ng devotional service. Kasi yun na magiging focus natin. Doon mapupunta yung kaligayahan natin. Kasi at the time, nandito tayo, kung nasaan yung puso mo, nandun yung isipan mo. Kaya kung ang puso mo nakakonect sa senses, yung paghanap ng kaligayahan sa internet, so naglalaro ka lang ng games. Kasi yung, kung ano yung nasa puso mo, yung nasa isipan mo eh. Ngayon, at the time, naalis ka sa mundo na to, if you're influenced by lust, at ang mundo mo ay simply following material desires, you're always in anxiety, you'll be remember what is dear to you. Yun ang isipin mo at the time of death. Kaya very important, habang nandito tayo sa katawan, we must engage in the practice of devotional service. And what is devotional service? It is about engaging in loving service to the Supreme Person. It begins with the chanting of the holy names, the hearing, the glories of God. Yung demon is all about these glories. Okay? It's all about these glories. Okay, napapansin nyo, everybody, sinabi nga sa atin ni Adwaita, pious activities or sinful activities, materialism pa rin. It's about economic development, capitalism, communism. Halimbawa, ngayon, napapansin ba nyo? Lahat ng tumatakbo, anong sinasabi nila sa atin? Ano yung kailangan? Yung hawla lang ba? Yung hawla, yun ang gusto lang nilang ano eh. Bibigyan ko kayo ng bahay. Okay? Bibigyan ko kayo ng pera. Huh? Pero hindi nila nakita yung need ng person. Your need is to be connected with the eternal, transcendental, loving relationship with God, who is self-sufficient, who is the Lord of love, who loves you unconditionally. And that is manifested when the devotee comes to this world. And our spiritual master is someone is like Advaita, passing on this transcendental science. So it's up to you to make effort. Okay? No one will work for you. No one will walk for you. Walang gagawa para sa inyo. Okay? Walang gagawa. Okay? You must be the one who should take the walk. Okay? So now, you must be in the right direction and take that walk, okay, to relate to God. And how do you relate? Pure, unalloyed devotional service. Pero wala tayong ganun eh. We're hard-hearted, empty-hearted, we're cruel, we're angry, we're envious. But there is a process of purification. God Himself, who embraces us. And that is why Advaita Acharya invited Lord Chaitanya to come. So Krishna will be the one to protect us, to bring us back to His kingdom. Okay? Is it clear? Is it clear sa inyo? So ngayon, ito yung path ng devotional service coming from Parampara, disciplic succession. So, next time, I'll be asking you a question if you have really understood and have clear idea about this wisdom. Kasi it's better, it's a virtue to know where you stand, what you know, and how you can apply what is right with your life. This transcendental wisdom. Dapat alam mo, hindi pwedeng, makasalanan ako, bahala na. Okay? Hallelujah. Okay? Hindi ganun. Isip mo, mag-join ako sa group na to, amen to that. Okay? Sabi, makasalanan ako, sali ako sa inyo. So lahat lalapit sa iyo, kapatid, yakap ka namin, mahal ka namin. Okay? Alam yung labbam? Alam yung labbam? Babombahin ka nila ng sentiment ng pag-ibig. Okay? Join us, okay? We love you, brother. Okay? Jesus saves. Yes, Jesus saved, but not you. Tindihan mo? Sasabihin pa kanila, I'm the way, the light, and the truth. No one comes to the Father except through me. Fine. Ba't ka nagtayo pa ng church? Si Jesus naman pala ang dapat natin sundin. Sinabi mo di ba? I'm the way, the light, and the truth. No one comes to the Father except... Sino nagsabi nun? Si Jesus Christ. Pero sasabihin niya yun, No one comes to the Father except through Jesus, but through me. Okay? Join. Maghatag amot. Hallelujah, brother. Hallelujah, brother. Stay away from me. Okay? Tindihan nyo? Is it clear sa inyo? Is it clear? You have any question? Or you want to ask? Okay? Tindihan mo? Baka naintindihan mo, ha? Unsa mo na? Okay? Let's chant. Doesn't matter. Naintindihan nyo hindi, let's chant. Okay? Let Krishna give you wisdom, connects you with His love. Okay? Haribol Namaste.
Namo Siddhaswarupananda, Paramahamsa namine, Gora Karuna Swarupaya, Radha Krishna Prastayate.
Namo Siddhaswarupananda, Paramahamsa namine, Gora Karuna Swarupaya, Radha Krishna Prastayate.
Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Radha Krishna Nayanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Radha Krishna Nayanya.
Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Radha Krishna Nayanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Radha Krishna Nayanya.
Bhaja Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Garadhara, Shiva Sadhe Gaur Bhakta Vrinda.
Bhagya Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Garadhara, Shiva Sadhe Gaur Bhakta Vrinda.
Gopala Govinda Rama,
Hari Bol Krishna,
Madana Mohana.
Hari Bol Krishna,
Gopala Govinda Rama,
Hari Bol Krishna,
Madana Mohana.
Gopala Govinda Rama,
Haribol.
Madana Mohana.
Everybody sing and dance.
Gopala Govinda Rama, Madana Mohana.
Gopala Govinda Rama,
Hari Bol Krishna,
Madana Mohana.
Hari Bol Krishna,
Gopala Govinda Rama,
Hari Bol Krishna,
Madana Mohana.
Gopala Govinda Rama, Madana Mohana. Gopala Govinda Rama, Madana Mohana.
Gopala Govinda Rama,
Krishna,
Madana
Hari
Mohana.
Bol Krishna,
Gopala Govinda Rama,
Hari Bol Krishna,
Madana Mohana. Haribol, Haribol.
Gopala Govinda Rama, Madana Mohana. Gopala Govinda Rama, Madana Mohana.
Gopala Govinda Rama,
Hari Bol Krishna,
Madana Mohana.
Hari Bol Krishna,
Gopala Govinda Rama,
Hari Bol Krishna,
Madana Mohana.
Gopala Govinda Rama, Madana Mohana. Gopala Govinda Rama, Madana Mohana.
Gopala Govinda Rama,
Hari Bol Krishna,
Madana Mohana.
Hari Bol Krishna,
Gopala Govinda Rama,
Hari Bol Krishna,
Madana Mohana. Haribol, Haribol.
Gopala Govinda Rama, Madana Mohana. Gopala Govinda Rama, Madana Mohana.
Gopala Govinda Rama, Madana Mohana.
Hari Bol Krishna,
Gopala Govinda Rama,
Hari Bol Krishna,
Madana Mohana. Kumbala Govinda Rama, 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 Madana Mohana. Jaya Jaya Gurudev, Jaya Jaya Goranga, Jaya Jaya Gurudev, Jaya Jaya Goranga. Hari Bol, Nitai Gaur, Hari Bol, Lord Chaitanya. Jaya Jaya Srila Prabhupada, Jaya Jaya Gurudev, Jaya Jaya Srila Prabhupada, Jaya Jaya Gurudev, Jaya Srila Prabhupada, Jaya Srila Prabhupada, Jaya Jaya Siddhaswarupananda Paramahamsa, Jaya Jaya Siddhaswarupananda Paramahamsa. Jaya Jaya Siddhaswarupananda Paramahamsa, Jaya Jaya Siddhaswarupananda Paramahamsa. Namo Siddhaswarupananda Paramahamsa Namine Gora Karuna Swarupaya Radha Krishna Prestaya Te. Namo Siddhaswarupananda